The only thing that kind of stood out to me in this anime is its unpredictable plot. The Holy Grail War is a battle royale. It's a battle royale. There's many directions, there's many paths a battle royale can take. There's numerous ways the Holy Grail War can develop, so it's not exactly predictable. Especially the fact that there's basically little to no rules in the Holy Grail War. You can kinda cheat or play unfair like what Emiya Kiritsugu did, which makes it harder to predict how the characters will play to win the war. And other than that, the MC was also a bit unclear. Other than the fact that Emiya Kiritsugu was the first character that we saw, the first 6 masters were all given an equal amount of focus and screen time in the early stages of the show. So it was hard to predict the MC, and without an MC, we don't know who will win. As usual, the MC is gonna win, which in one sense, it is bad because we don't exactly have a direction. We don't have a certain character to follow, there's no direction, there's no clear reason. But on the other sense, it is good because it's unpredictable, and it also gave us a chance to kinda root for whoever character that we want. I personally rooted for Karya because he actually has a righteous cause for participating in the war. The capabilities of the characters were also pretty mysterious. We weren't exactly given a clear picture of the magical capabilities of each of the masters. So we don't exactly know how they will fight, and we don't exactly know if one character is stronger than the other because we were given so little information on each of the masters. Even for the heroic spirits, although their powers were presented to us in the first encounter, it seems that the characters have hidden powers, like for example Archer's Enuma Elish and Saber's Excalibur, and that makes it much harder to predict if one character will defeat another. And it also seems like their power comparison between each of the heroic spears is kinda like rock, scissors, papers. Like for example, we saw that Archer beats Rider and Rider beats Assassin. However, I think personally that with the right conditions, Assassin can beat Archer. And of course, this power comparison, this power system makes it harder to predict the upcoming events of the Holy Grail War. Other than the plot and its unpredictability, there wasn't exactly much that made me interested in the anime or that gave me a good impression. The characters were good, but yeah, that's kind of it. All characters, they all matched with the atmosphere of the story. They all match with the atmosphere of the show. Only Kiritsugu and Karya somewhat gave me a pretty decent impression, but despite that, the characters are pretty mediocre. They just don't impress me that much, like not in a weird way, but I'm not exactly interested or attracted to the characters. So I wouldn't give any additional points for the characters. And of course, I have to mention the amazing fight scenes. Basically, all fight scenes were dope. My personal favorite has to be Saber versus Lancer. And the amazing animations just took the fight scenes to a whole another level. However, one fight scene in particular kinda disappointed me. It was the fight between Archer and Rider, cause it was such a one-sided battle. Being like the end stage of the Holy Grail War, I expected, much more intense fights, and it was so one-sided. It only took like a few shots from Archer's Gate of Babylon to defeat Rider. But other than that, the fight scenes were dope. They definitely made the show much more enjoyable, of course, but it's not enough to shift the show up a few tiers. So in conclusion, I would say that the anime is good. It's definitely enjoyable. From the technical sides, animation, fight scenes, plot, characters, as a whole, the anime is pretty top tier. However, I'm ranking the animes based on how much I enjoy them. There was a lot of talking moments, like in between the fight scenes, it wasn't exactly enjoyable. Outside of the main battles, there were definitely important scenes, however, they weren't exactly enjoyable. And that is why I can't exactly put this anime above the B class. For me, in terms of enjoyability, it's mediocre, it's mid. Once you've watched the story, there's nothing much to enjoy other than the animation and the fight scenes, but it's basically more of a plot-based anime. I like to have a bit of comedy here and there, and this anime has basically no comedy at all. It's not a fun, enjoyable anime. It's more of a serious type. If that's the anime that you enjoy, then I'm not gonna judge you guys. I understand your point of view, but in terms of enjoyment, I can in no circumstances put this anime above the B tier. But of course, that's what I think. Let me know your thoughts down below. If did I miss anything about the show that I should have mentioned, let me know what you guys think down below. And feel free to comment down animes you want me to review.
たった3度の命令のみの関係で一体何が見抜けたというのか。私はもっと身近に仕えてくれた者たちの心すら見通せなかったというのに。これは全て人の気持ちがわからないように課せられた罰だったのかもしれない。